Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Along with Darren Bang, Mike Emmerich, we're just about set to drop the puck.
Great to be here, Mike. Let's take a look at the starting goalies for tonight's game. Between the pipes, for Los Angeles, Stéphane Fiset. And in the opposite net, in goal, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're live in Anaheim. Face-off won by Green. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Cross-ice pass. Here they come on a 2-on-1. Can get through. Solani bringing it ahead. Fiset starts it the other way. Cross-ice pass. Rushed by Solani. Solani with a shot. Cross-ice pass. The Kings control at the point. Shoot! Anaheim back to get it. Solani along the board. Oh, is he crushed?
I hope he still remembers his name after that hit.
Play stops as a penalty is called. And Anaheim gets a chance on the power play.
Shane, begging for his teammates to take him off the hook with a great penalty kill.
Los Angeles penalty, number 18, Steve Duchesne. 2 minutes for charging.
That was unnecessary, and the referee saw it.
Duchesne will end up in the box for charging.
Anaheim able to work the puck down low when they're on the power play.
The Mighty Ducks control the draw. Trinka aces back to get it. Crunched by Perot. Perot scores! Los Angeles with a shorthanded goal. The Mighty Ducks now find themselves trailing.
That was a great shot. He was just able to squeak it into the corner. He didn't need any of his teammates on that one. He was able to do it himself.
Face off at center ice. Draw one by the Mighty Ducks. He missed the net. LePerriere races back to get it. Short pass to Pusher. Marha skates it up on the wing. Solani scores! Scored on the power play. And it's a tie hockey game.
That goal is going to get the crowd right back into this game. Marha to Ruchin. He slides it over to Solani, and he does the rest.
Face off in neutral ice. Leclerc controls at the point. Cut off by Marha. Anaheim won. The Kings won. Pusher bringing it ahead. Getting in.
1 minute left in the period.
In the corner. Quick shot. Ziplikov starts it the other way. Just out of reach. In the corner. Doesn't connect. Finds Murray on the wing. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Anaheim won. The Kings won. We're ready now for the start of the second period.
Entertaining game so far, Mike. Both teams still looking for the upper hand.
Green wins the draw. On the wing. Huda! Kicked wide by Pizet.
Pizet. Boy, is he looking sharp.
Saved by Hebert.
That was a close call.
He was belted by Solani.
Robitaille absolutely hammered out there.
Solani skates it up on the wing. Passes the puck to Robitaille. The Kings whistled for being offside. Johnson, a disappointing year.
His lack of production is a bit surprising.
Face off in neutral ice. Bannister controls at the point. On the wing. To Leclerc. Rink wide. To Siplikov. Takes a shot. There to make the stop. The Mighty Ducks with it. Marha in the corner. Cutting in. Kicked wide by Pizet.
That was a close call.
We're all tied up. Blocked by Hebert.
Oh, great save.
Marha bringing it ahead. Marha in the corner. Feeds it across. Los Angeles back to get it. Duchesne finds the back of the net. Mighty Ducks fall behind.
Duchesne took the puck and slipped it into the net. That goal was a great example of how hard work really pays off.
Los Angeles goal, number 18, Steve Duchesne.
Duchesne gets credit for the unassisted goal. Unloads a bullet. Gathered in by Green. Correa gets shoved. Kicked wide by Pizet. Anaheim trying to tie it up. Shot.
1 minute left in the period.
The Mighty Ducks set up shot. Pollard gets shoved. Rink wide to Johnson. 20 seconds left in the period. Shooting! Right side to Robitaille. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Los Angeles 2, the Mighty Ducks 1. We're moments away from the start of the third period.
Los Angeles clinging to the lead as we head for home.
The Mighty Ducks control the draw. Stumple zigzags his way in down the board. Gathered in by Johnson. The play is called back for offside. Anaheim strong in overtime.
They've had great success in overtime this year.
Face off in neutral ice. Dancing in. Got a blocker on it.
Tremendous save.
Correa with it at the point. Doesn't connect. Just out of reach. In the corner, icing, Los Angeles. Perreault faces off in his own zone. To Perreault. Dancing in. Hey there. The save.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
To Marha. Doesn't connect. Pusher retrieves it. Drives one towards the net. Pusher leading the rush. In the corner. Pushes it up. Bannister leading the rush. Leclerc in the corner. To Perreault. Perreault starts it the other way. Hey there to make the stop. Correa skates it up on the wing. On the wing. Green, not having one of his better years.
He's really had a hard time getting involved in the offense.
On the neutral zone. Face-off won by Stumple. The Mighty Ducks looking for the equalizer. Solani along the boards. Off the goal post.
Oh, he had him beaten.
Doesn't connect. Correa along the boards.
1 minute remaining.
Loads it up and fires. To Robitaille. Correa whirling with it. Correa bringing it ahead. Kicked out by Bizet.
Man, he gets a lot on his shot.
Hands it to Stumple. In the corner. The final horn sound. The King.
Not much difference between these two teams tonight.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Los Angeles Kings, number 44, Yannick Perreault. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. And the first star of the game from the Los Angeles Kings, number 18, Steve Duchesne.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everyone. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Anaheim.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. Between the pipes, for Nashville, Mikhail Stalenkov. And in the other net, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're live in Anaheim. Draw one by the Mighty Ducks. Korea scores! Korea with the big blast. Predators now find themselves trailing.
He got real good wood on that one. That's about as well as he can fire it. The puck comes to Korea, and he knows what to do with it.
Anaheim goal, number 9, Paul Correa. The assist to number 39, Travis Green.
Green picks up the assist. Crushed by Korea.
Korea, physical in this game right from the start.
Holler zigzags his way in down the board. Saved by Stalenkov.
That one looked like it was shot out of a cannon.
Huda twirling with it. Huda trolls at the point. Huda in the corner. Rister. Atchinen along the boards. Huda along the boards. In the corner. In the corner. The Predators looking for the equalizer. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Stalenkov covers it. Face off in the right circle. Worked ahead to Yachmanev. Yachmanev bringing it ahead. Bannister plays the boards to Leclerc. Score! Turcotte with the big blast. And that goal ties it up.
Turcotte, elated. There hasn't been much for him to get excited about this year. Great individual effort by Turcotte.
Nashville goal, number 9, Darren Turcotte.
Turcotte unassisted. Ruchin skates his way through the neutral zone. Gathered in by Ruchin. Right in front of the net. Johnson races back to get it. Marhoff over the line ahead of the puck. Ruchin not having one of his better years.
Nothing seems to be going his way this year. He is just not on the same page as his teammates.
The draw at center ice. Korea along the boards. On the wing. Shot. To Brunette. Link wide to Fitzgerald. Nashville back to get it. Outside to Huda.
1 minute left in the period.
Just missed. Cross ice pass. Puck brought along by Brunette. Brunette kicking. Hebert there to make the stop. Hebert gloves it.
Hebert, boy, is he looking sharp.
A long blast by Solani. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim won. The Predators won. We are set for the start of the second period.
Still a lot of hockey left in this one.
Green wins the draw. Big shot. Cutting in. Brunette with it. Correa races back to get it. Puck brought along by Correa. Kicked out by Stalenkov. Walks in front. Kicked wide by Stalenkov.
Anaheim starting to dominate a bit.
Over to Atchinham. Pushes it up. Hit thrown by Fitzgerald. Denied by Hebert.
That was a close call.
Anaheim chases it down. The Mighty Ducks set up shop behind the net. Rink wide to Correa. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. That one out of reach. We're all tied up. Right in front of the net. Saved by Stalenkov. Left side to Marha. Along the boards. Johnson passes. Loads it up and fires. Luchin in the corner. Bannister along the board. Bannister skates his way through the neutral zone. Stalenkov there to make the stop. Just out of reach. In the corner. Not too many goals being scored by Anaheim.
Mighty Ducks really struggling offensively this year.
Green faces off in his own zone. Solani leading the rush.
1 minute remaining.
Just out of reach. In the corner. Hebert covers it. Over to Huda. The score is tied. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. In the corner. Solani! Stalenkov with the chest save.
That was a laser beam of a shot.
And that'll do it for the second period. Anaheim 1, the Predators 1. We're just about ready for the start of the third period.
We've got a close one. This one's still up in the air.
Won by the Predators. is he hit?
Korea, physical in this game right off the hop.
Penalty call stops the action, and Nashville gets a chance on the power play.
Oh, not a good penalty. Nashville with a chance to take the lead now.
Anaheim penalty, number 6, Doug Huda. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
He earned that one. Those cross-checks can be painful.
Penalty called by the referee. Huda will head to the box.
The numbers show that the penalty-killing unit have been getting it done for the Ducks.
Face-off won by Ruchin. Korea along the boards. Blocked by Stalenkov.
That was a good chance. They were just unable to convert.
Slap shot. Nashville chases it down. Gathered in by Brunette. Rebound! Intercepted by Fitzgerald. Hey there, the save.
Nashville controlling the action now.
Luchin in the corner. Daniel in the corner. On the wing. Walks in front. Kicked out by Stalenkov. Kicked out by Stalenkov. Nashville enjoying the advantage. Off to Ruchin. Finds Priya. Ruchin controls at the point. To Brunette. That one out of reach. Oh, is he hit?
Fitzgerald, physical in this game right off the hop.
They score! Huda off the pass. Mighty Ducks are out in front.
There's not much a goaltender can do against that. Ruchin got it to Huda, and he buries it.
Ball won by the Mighty Ducks. The Predators control at the point. Yachmanev handles the puck. To Leclerc. Just out of reach. Big drive. Short pass to Bannister. Leclerc leading the rush. To Ruchin. Johnson starts it the other way.
1 minute left in regulation.
Advances the puck to Johnson. The Predators on a 3-on-2. Yachmanev at the point. In the corner. Right side to Marha. Ruchin skates his way through the neutral zone. Shoots it into the corner. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the game.
Not much difference between these two teams tonight.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Korea. The second star from Nashville, number 9, Darren Turcotte. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 6, Doug Huda.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Along with Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich, we're just about set to drop the puck.
Great to be here, Mike. Let's take a look at the starting goalies for tonight's game. In net, for Detroit, Chris Osgood. And at the other end of the ice, in goal for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We are all set to drop the puck in Anaheim. One back, Korea. Takes a shot. Shot to Huda. Huda passes. Salami. A drive. Penalty call stops the action. And Anaheim goes on the power play.
Oh, not a good penalty. Anaheim with a chance to take the lead now.
Detroit penalty, number 25, Aaron McCarty. 4 minutes for elbowing.
McCarty gets those elbows up sometimes.
McCarty will end up in the box for elbowing.
Anaheim really taking advantage of their power play opportunities.
Face-off won by Draper. Off the board. Korea starts it the other way. Puck brought along by Ruchin. In the corner. Played into the corner. Anaheim back to get it. Marha leading the rush. Walks in front. Breaks wide to Maltby. Shooting. In the corner. Smothered by Hebert. Hebert, things together this year. Face off to the right of the net. The Red Wings set up shop. The Mighty Ducks on the power play. Along the boards. Gathered in by Hebert. To Trinka. Trinka gets bumped. Blocked by Hebert.
That was a good opportunity.
Sandstrom controls at the point. Into the corner. Gathered in by Hebert. Covered by Hebert. Krupp not playing up to his standards.
You have to get hot to reach his normal output.
Face off in the right circle. The Mighty Ducks control the draw. Walks in front. Power play time winding down. Gathered in by Hebert. Over to Pusher. Salami with it at the point. They're looking. Here we go. Restored. This won't change the number of skaters.
Anaheim penalty, number 20, Steve Ruchin. 5 minutes for fighting. Detroit penalty, number 33, Chris Draper. 5 minutes for fighting.
As these two guys get going, the best thing you can do as a referee is stay the heck out of the way.
That little scrap will cost each of these players 5 minutes.
Anaheim on a roll right now. The big men are doing all the little things that make a power play successful.
Cross-ice pass.
1 minute left of the first period.
On the wing. That'll go wide of the cage. Power play opportunity squandered by Detroit. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Cross-ice pass. McCarty controls at the point. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim, 0. The Red Wings, 0. Just about ready for the start of the second period.
Still a lot of hockey left in this one.
One back to Lonnie. Dancing in. Green, the corner. Finds Correa. Over to Shanahan. 3-on-2. Blocked by Hebert. Solani leading the rush. Saved by Osgood. Oh, is he crushed?
If you're not paying attention, you'll pay the price.
Hebert, there to make the stop.
Boy, he got great wood on that shot.
Eiserman pushed off the puck. Huda down on the ice.
They can't afford to have quality players go down with injuries. Oh, that was a bone-crushing hit. That's the type of hit that could give your driver's license a black eye.
Huda looks like he's in some pain. Face off to the right of the net. A long blast by Krupp. Crunch by Kozlov.
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Loads it up and fires. Cross ice pass. Kozlov ringing it ahead. Blocked by Hebert.
That was a good opportunity. Real quiet crowd here today.
They score! The Clark off the pass. Mighty Ducks are out in front.
There's not much a goaltender can do against that. When you move the puck like that, you get the defense chasing you and way out of position.
Draw in the neutral zone. Anaheim back to get it. That'll go wide of the cage. In behind the goal. Kicked wide by Osgood. Detroit chases it down. The Red Wings are offside. Eiserman put things together this year.
He's really improved his defense this year, and that has helped his plus-minus.
On the neutral zone. Gathered in by Eiserman. Score! Eiserman, the big blast. And the game is tied.
Doc, he picked a corner and nailed that one. Eiserman made that one happen all by himself.
Face off at center ice. Marha with it at the point. Gathered in by Krupp. Detroit back to get it. Krupp skates it up on the wing. Fedorov passes. Puck brought along by Kozlov.
1 minute remaining.
Fedorov retrieves it. Puck brought along by Sandstrom. Sandstrom in the corner. Feeds it across. Gathered in by Fedorov. Feeds it along to LaPointe. Pusher zigzags his way in down the boards. Marha! Anaheim won. The Red Wings won. just about ready for the start of the third period.
Tight game. This could go either way.
Draw one by Yzerman. Whistled for a two-line pass. Lidstrom skates it up on the wing. That one out of reach. Detroit chases it down. Correa zigzags his way in down the board. Hands it to Yzerman. Yzerman scores! Another goal by Yzerman. The Mighty Ducks now find themselves trailing.
He overpowered the goaltender with that rocket. Yzerman doesn't need any help on that one.
Face off in neutral ice. Marha retrieves it. Marha in the corner. Marha in the corner. Fedorov leading the rush. Hit the post with the shot.
Well, the post is the goalie's best friend.
He scores! Point ends the rain. The Red Wings increase their lead.
He got all of it. That one beat the goaltender cleanly. Lapointe takes the pass and does the rest himself.
Draw in the neutral zone. Spins. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Saved by Hebert. Salami along the board. Kicked wide by Osgood.
That was a laser beam of a shot.
Salami fires a slapper. Treble bringing it ahead. Just out of reach. Yzerman passes. Gathered in by McCarty. He can't get it. Intercepted by Yzerman. Hey there. The save. Outside to Holler. Solani skates it up on the wing. Yzerman fires a slapper. Treble, corner. That one out of reach. Detroit chases it down. The Mighty Ducks with it. Loads it up and fires.
1 minute left in regulation.
Detroit chases it down. The Red Wings out in front. Walks in front. Cross ice pass. Doesn't connect. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Short pass to Lapointe. Saved by Hebert. The horn. The hockey game. It's over. For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 27, Mike Leclerc. The second star from the Detroit Red Wings, number 30, Chris Osgood. And the first star of the game from the Detroit Red Wings, number 19, Steve Yzerman.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, everyone. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Anaheim.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. Between the pipes, for Vancouver, Garth Snow. And in the other net, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're live in Anaheim. Green wins the draw. The Canucks goal at the point. To treble. A long blast by Bure. Pushes it up. Salami along the board. Loads it up and fires. That one out of reach. Stoppage of play on a two-line pass. Cutting in. The Mighty Ducks take the lead.
He got all of it. That one beat the goaltender cleanly. Ruchin made that one happen all by himself.
Unassisted goal by Ruchin. Barron takes a little shove. Gilney scores! Well, Gilney with the big blast. The Canucks tie the game.
Hebert hung out to dry on that one. Wow, what a great shot. Mogilny. Great tape-to-tape passing. Bertuzzi to Barron to Mogilny. And the puck's in the back of the net.
Vancouver goal, number 89, Alexander Mogilny, assisted by number 4, Murray Barron, and number 27, Todd Bertuzzi.
Face off in neutral ice. Leclerc controls at the point. To Ruchin. Pushes it up. Oh, is he hit?
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Cross ice pass. Marha leading the rush. Marha in the corner. Snow there to make the stop.
Tremendous save.
Left side to Messier. Leclerc at the point. Rush by Olin.
Ouch!
Right side to May. On the wing. Big shot. Rebound. On the wing. In the corner. Kick wide by Hebert. Cross ice pass. Puck brought along by Marha. Crunch by Hedican.
That's what you call physical hockey.
1 minute left of the first period.
Messier controls at the point. To Pusher. Marha takes a little shove. 3-on-2. In the corner. He can't get it. Bure in the corner. Whistled for a two-line pass. Tuesday skates it up on the wing. Anaheim 1, the Canucks 1. We are set for the start of the second period.
Still a lot of hockey left in this one.
Draw one by Anaheim. May with it at the point. Treble pushed off the puck. Left side to Messier. Crushed by Messier.
Green, the fella on the wrong end of that body check.
Kicked wide by Snow.
That was a close call.
Finds Bure. Messier takes a little shove. Salami scores! Salami with the big blast. The Canucks now find themselves trailing.
No chance for the goaltender on that one. There's no way I would have had it. Perfectly placed shot by Solani. Solani doesn't need any help on that one.
Draw in the neutral zone. Marha with it. Right in front of the net. Kicked out by Snow. Pusher handles the puck. Crunch by Bertuzzi.
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Kicked wide by Hebert.
Boy, is he looking sharp.
The Canucks looking for the equalizer. Odd man rush. McGillney races back together. Stood up by Pusher. Ruchin leading the rush. Ruchin in the corner. Guides it on to McGillney. Hebert in the corner. Pusher nailed to McGillney. Ruchin skates it up on the wing. On the wing. In the corner. Ruchin pushed off the puck to McGillney. He can't get it. Hebert retrieves it. Draw one by Messier.
1 minute left in the second period.
Finds Messier on the wing. That one out of reach. In the corner. 20 seconds left in the period. Anaheim would love to have an insurance bill. Messier skates it up on the wing, but he was across two lines. Face off in the left circle. Won by Anaheim. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Anaheim 2, the Canucks 1. We are set for the start of the third period.
Vancouver still in this one, but man, time's running out.
Draw one by Anaheim. Denied by Snow.
Whoa, he really got a hold of that one.
Cross-ice pass. Solani along the board. Solani looking. Hedican in the corner. Vancouver with it. Bure passes. Link wide to Holler. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Just out of reach. Oh, is he hit?
Treble drilled by Messier.
Feeds it across. On the wing. Loads it up and fires. To Green. In behind the goal. Cutting in. Denied by Snow.
Whoa, he really got a hold of that one.
Face off in the left circle. Shoots! Rink wide to McGillney. Doesn't connect. Marha races back together. Shooting! Pushes it up. Anaheim 2, the Canucks 1. It hit the goal post.
Oh, you gotta love that post if you're a goalie.
Spins. The Mighty Ducks with it. Bannister. Ruchin scores! Another goal by Ruchin. The Canucks find themselves trailing by even more.
There's not much a goaltender can do against that. Not much to that one, Doc. Just one pass, a shot in the goal.
Face off at center ice. Solani gets bumped. Oh, is he crushed?
He was completely leveled.
To Holler.
1 minute left of the third period.
In the corner, it's icing against the Mighty Ducks. Face off in the right circle. Face off won by Green. Just out of reach. Vancouver trailing. Doesn't connect. To McGillney. Makes the shot. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Solani. Solani takes advantage of an empty net. Second by Solani. The Canucks find themselves trailing by even more.
Solani made a slippery little move, and it's an empty netter. Great puck movement by Anaheim. They really put on a clinic on that one.
Draw in the neutral zone. Ruchin leading the rush. Snow with the chest save. The final horn sounds, and this one goes into the books as a victory for the Mighty Ducks.
Vancouver, a poor showing tonight. They never really got things going.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Vancouver Canucks, number 89, Alexander Mogilny. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 20, Steve Ruchin.
say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, everyone. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Dallas.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. In goal, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert. And at the other end of the ice, for Dallas, Ed Belfour.
We're just about ready for the start of tonight's game in Dallas. The Stars win the draw. Just out of reach. In the corner. Treble gets bumped. Solani skates his way through the neutral zone. Solani! In the corner. Blocked by Belfour.
Korea misfired on that puck right in front.
Along to Korea. In the corner. It's icing against the Mighty Ducks. Dallas having trouble in overtime.
They've missed out on some points this year by losing in overtime.
Face off in the right circle. Marha gets shoved. Marha with it. Big flag. Rink wide to Nieuwendyk. The Mighty Ducks with it. Bannister in the corner. Finds Ruchin. Nieuwendyk in the corner. Cross ice pass.
A game of cat and mouse right now as both teams are trying to feel each other out.
On the wing. Bannister at the point. Quick shot. Puck brought along by Langenbrunner. Caught by Hebert. Finds Bannister. Anaheim with it. Right in front of the net. Ruchin, a disappointing year.
Oh, Lady Luck hasn't been on his side. He's not getting any easy points, and that has kept his scoring down.
Won by Dallas. Perkis starts it the other way. Matvichuk fights off the check. Right in front of the net. He can't get it. Treble skates it up on the wing. Line pass is called. Trinka not playing up to his standards.
Have to get hot to reach his normal output.
Face off in the right circle. One back to Matvichuk. Big shot to Treble.
1 minute left of the first period.
Belfour sets it up. Green retrieves it. Denied by Belfour.
Great chance there.
Kick wide by Belfour.
That was a good opportunity.
Rebound loose in front.
Quiet crowd here today.
Here they come on a 2-on-1. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Dallas 0, the Mighty Ducks 0. moments away from the start of the second period.
Entertaining game so far, Mike. Both teams still looking for the upper hand.
The Mighty Ducks control the draw. Slap shot. Walks in front. Belfort there to make the stop. Matvichuk starts it the other way. Matvichuk controls at the point. Madano. Long to Correa. Puck brought along by Correa. Kicked out by Belfort. He was belted by Strudlin.
Solani drilled by Strudlin.
There with the chest save.
Boy, he can get a lot on his shot.
Solani controls at the point. Players head to the box. Those players will be substituted for.
Dallas penalty, number 9. Mike Modano, 5 minutes for fighting. Anaheim penalty, number 34. Dan Treble, 5 minutes for fighting.
Each guy wanted a piece of the other guy, and they got their wish.
5 minutes apiece for the combatants. Ruchin wins the draw. Cut off by Marha. Odd man rush. Along the boards. Guides it on to Marha. In the corner. Over to Nieuwendyk. Doesn't connect. On the wing. He can't get it. Langenbrunner in the corner. Just out of reach. Dallas chases it down. Right side to Sador. Along to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner tees it up. Cross ice pass. He turns it over to Langenbrunner. Anaheim chases it down. Big drive.
One minute remaining.
In the corner. Strudlin skates it up on the wing. Strudlin fires away. In the corner. Dumped by Harvey. Period almost over. Hatcher starts it the other way. And that'll do it for the second period. Dallas 0, the Mighty Ducks 0. We are set for the start of the third period.
We've got a close one. This one's still up in the air.
Draw one by the Mighty Ducks. Big save. Krugman to Herkus. The play is called back for offside. Good defense for Dallas.
Not too many teams have found a way to solve this defense.
Draw in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. Solani it in, but an offside call. Anaheim strong in overtime.
They've had great success in overtime this year.
Face off in neutral ice. Cross ice pass. Skrudland along the boards. Harvey tees it up. The Stars set up shop. Solani bringing it ahead. Dallas chases it down.
A game of cat and mouse right now as both teams are trying to feel each other out.
Right in front of the net. Easy to throw. Just out of reach. Holler with it. Along the boards. Cutting in. Hands it to Skrudland. Skrudland bringing it ahead. Hebert there to make the stop. Sandwich passes. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Guides it on to Harvey. Off the wall to Correa. 2-on-1. Blocked by Hebert. Solani bringing it ahead. Dallas chases it down. Check by Harvey. Holler skates his way through the neutral zone. Along the boards. Right in front of the net.
1 minute remaining.
Short pass to Herkus.
Crowd right now is waiting for something to happen.
Kicked out by Belfort. Hatcher plays the boards to Skrudland. Finds Herkus. Herkus leading the rush. Walks in front. And that'll do it for the third period. Dallas 0, the Mighty Ducks. We are set for the start of the overtime period. Solani looking. Green races back to get it. Dancing in. Link wide to Correa. Circles with it. Holler looking. Dancing in. Kick wide by Belfort. Cross ice pass. On the wing. Pass picked off by Green. Gathered in by Solani. Solani along the board. Off the goal post.
You can hear that all the way up here.
Off to Skrudland. Shot. In the corner to Herkus. Puck brought along by Skrudland. Skrudland with it at the point. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Kick wide by Belfort.
The Mighty Ducks starting to take control of this game right now.
The Stars set up shop. Pushes it up. On the wing. Green gates his way through the neutral zone. In the corner. Big save.
Oh, great save.
Cut off by Skrudland. Feeds it across. Dallas back to get it. To Correa.
1 minute left in overtime.
Kicked out by Belfort. Guides it on to Modano. To Solani. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Save by Belfort.
Anaheim starting to dominate a bit.
Loads it up and fires. Slap shot.
That one could have gone either way, but they'll each have to settle for 1 point.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 31, Guy Hebert. And the first star of the game from the Dallas Stars, number 20, Ed Belfour.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello everyone, along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Phoenix.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. Between the pipes, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert. And in the opposite net, for Phoenix, Nikolai Habibulin.
We're live in Phoenix. One back to Numanen. Just out of the angles it off the board. Cutting in. Kick wide by Habibulin.
Great chance there.
Isbister controls at the point. Anaheim with it. Shooting. Anaheim back to get it. Didn't get through. Roenick retrieves it. Roenick looking. Snared by Hebert. Hebert passes. Puck brought along by Solani. Habibulin there to make the stop. Covered up by Habibulin. Solani not having one of his better years.
It's one of those things you can't explain.
Face off in the right circle. Habibulin, the save. Goes to Sullivan. Sullivan holds at the point. Leclerc retrieves it. Leclerc bringing it ahead. Cross ice pass. Short pass to Ronning. He can't get it. Bannister in the corner, icing against Phoenix. That one out of reach. Gathered in by Solani. Behind the net. A long blast by Solani. Rockets one. Hammered into the boards.
Numanen, physical in this game right from the start.
Takes a shot. Feeds it across. Coyotes set up shot. Phoenix back to get it. Cutting in. Hebert. The save.
1 minute left in the period.
Solani at the point. Big blast. Score! Leclerc one times it home. Coyotes now find themselves trailing.
Outstanding one-timer. Ruchin got it to Leclerc, and he buries it.
Anaheim goal, number 27, Mike Leclerc. Assisted by number 20, Steve Ruchin.
Ruchin picks up the assist. Marha leading the rush. Rister leads it across. On the wing. Drake along the boards. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim 1, the Coyotes 0. We're moments away from the start of the second period.
Oh, it's still anyone's game. This one could go down to the wire.
One back, Korea. Drives one towards the net. Anaheim back to get it. Pass picked off by Roenick. Cutting in. Lewandowski skates it up on the wing. Roenick controls at the point. Korea fires a slapper. Just out of reach. He can't get it. Played by Bear. Numanen retrieves it. On the wing, Huda skates his way through the neutral zone. In the corner. Kick wide by Hobby Bullen.
Ooh, chances like that keep the statisticians busy downstairs.
Over to Green. Cut off by Solani. Puck brought along by Isbister. Hebert races back to get it. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Isbister with it. Hebert there to make the stop. Over to Holler. Anaheim would love to have an insurance goal. Solani races back to get it. Kicked out by Hobby Bullen.
Hobby Bullen, boy, is he looking sharp.
Tverdovsky sets it up. Holler retrieves it. Feeds it along to Solani.
1 minute left in the second period.
He can't get it. The Coyotes control at the point. Lengthwise to Holler. Solani controls at the point. Covered up by Hobby Bullen. Anaheim 1, the Coyotes 0. We're moments away from the start of the third period.
Anaheim clinging to the lead as we head for home.
Draw one by Anaheim. Isbister gets bumped. Correa bringing it ahead. Phoenix back to get it. Finds the Chuck. The Coyotes whistled for being offside.
Roenick, not much success here tonight.
Face off and neutralized. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Wristed. Off to Roenick. Big shot. The Mighty Ducks set up shot. To Isbister. Holler gets bumped. Doesn't connect. Numanen starts it the other way. Hebert races back to get it. Huda retrieves it. Numanen skates it up on the wing. Huda fights off the check. Roenick fires a slapper. Feeds it along to Solani. Solani controls at the point. Walks in front. Sullivan faces off in his own zone. Along the board. Kick wide by Bobby Bullen.
Great chance there.
Anaheim 1, the Coyotes 0. In the corner. Pusher passes. Left side to Ruchin. Spins. He was belted by Sullivan.
Bannister drilled to Sullivan.
Ruchin. Link wide to Ronning. Ronning. The pass.
1 minute left in regulation.
Shoot! In the corner. Phoenix chases it down. Gathered in by Bannister. The period almost over. Walks in front. Saved by Bobby Bullen.
Bobby Bullen, boy, is he looking sharp.
Shot.
A terrific effort by Phoenix. Unfortunately, they came up a little short tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 27, Mike Leclerc. The second star from the Phoenix Coyotes, number 35, Nikolai Habibulin. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 31, Guy Hebert.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everyone. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Anaheim.
Oh, electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. Getting the nod in goal for Ottawa, Damian Rhodes. And in the opposite net for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're ready to get underway in Anaheim. Draw one by Green. Correa handles the puck. Unloads a bullet. Doesn't connect. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Big save. Dancing in. Green retrieves it. Brought along by Green. He scores! Solani one-times at home. Mighty Ducks take the lead.
Superb one-timer by Solani. Puck comes to Solani, and he knows what to do with it.
The draw at center ice. The Mighty Ducks win the draw. Alfredson fires a slapper. Link wide to Bannister. Puck brought along by Marha. He missed the net.
He was right there.
Walks in front. Rink wide to Bunk. Bannister with it at the point. Blocked by Rhodes.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
Joltok scores! Joltok with the big blast. And that goal ties it up.
Joltok took the puck and slipped it into the net. That one was just a great individual effort.
Joltok gets credit for the unassisted goal. Correa controls at the point. On the wing. He scores! Green finds the back of the net. Mighty Ducks take the lead.
Green lights the lamp in what's been a difficult season for him. Correa got it to Green, and he buries it.
Anaheim goal, number 39, Travis Green, assisted by number 9, Paul Correa.
Correa picks up the assist. Solani looking. Kicked out by Rhodes. To Yashin. Yashin controls at the point. Feeds it across. Solani along the board. Loads it up and fires. 3-on-2. York with it at the point. York passes. He passes. A fight's broken out. East restored. This won't change the number of skaters.
Anaheim penalty, number 8, Teemu Solani, 5 minutes for fighting. Ottawa penalty, number 15, John McKecker, 5 minutes for fighting.
Both decided they wanted to go, and after that, there was no stopping them.
5 minutes in the penalty box should cool these guys off. One back, the clerk. Comes to Bunk.
1 minute left in the period.
Marha in the corner. Just out of reach. Sure, with it. In the corner. 20 seconds left in the period. Rink wide to Marha. Off to Bunk. Dumps it into the corner. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim 2, the Senators 1. We're ready now for the start of the second period.
Oh, it's still anyone's game. This one could go down to the wire.
One by Anaheim. Bunk, looking. Pushes it up. Kick wide by Hebert.
Yashin misfired on that puck right in front.
Circles it. Cross-ice pass. Sandstrom with it. Finds Green. Huller gets shoved. Dackle leading the rush. Blocked by Hebert. Off to Sandstrom. Sandstrom with it at the point. Right side to Bonk. To Yashin. Yashin with it at the point. Cross-ice pass. Sandstrom leading the rush. Walks in front. Rink wide to Yashin. Big play. To Sandstrom. Puck brought along by Sandstrom. Rink wide to Green. Green looking. That one out of reach. Bunk with it at the point. On the way. Anaheim would love to have an insurance goal. Rhodes there to make the stop.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
Gathered in, Alfredson. Hammered into the boards.
I hope he still remembers his name after that hit.
Alfredson retrieves it. Finds Joltok. Joltok, a drive.
1 minute left in the period.
Marha leading the rush. Didn't get through. Cutting in. Bunk with it. The Senators on a 3-on-2. Alfredson slammed into the board. Gathered in, Kravchuk. Kick wide by Hebert. Anaheim 2, the Senators 1. We are set for the start of the third period.
Ottawa still in this one, but man, time's running out.
One back to York. The Senators are offside. Face off at center ice. Face off one by Yashin. Doesn't connect. Korea gets hit hard.
Korea absolutely hammered out there.
Stoppage of play on a two-line pass. Not too many goals being scored by Ottawa.
Senators having a hard time getting the puck behind anybody.
Green faces off in his own zone. Side is the signal. One by the Mighty Ducks. Hebert, the save. Hebert.
Boy, is he looking sharp.
Anaheim would love to have an insurance goal. Tackle along the boards. McEachran looking to Yashin. Stood up by Dackle. York starts it the other way. Kicked out by Rhodes. Dancing in. Rink wide to Solani. Tackle. Shove. Korea with it at the point. Blocked by Rhodes.
Oh, great save.
Solani races back to get it. Guides it on to Korea. Solani takes a little shove. Korea races back to get it. Puck brought along by York. Huda leading the rush. Huda fights off the check. Feeds it across. Put it in by Solani. Solani on the board. Solani tees it up. Feeds it across. Anaheim to the Senators. 1. Pitches it up. York, the line ahead of the puck. York, a tough year.
Normally, he'll put a few more home than that.
The draw at center ice. Kravchuk takes a little shove.
1 minute left in regulation.
Doesn't connect. Bannister in the corner. Kicked out by Rhodes. Rhodes.
Boy, is he looking sharp.
Right side to Zoltok. Bannister bringing it ahead. Bannister in the corner. This one is over.
Not much difference between these two teams tonight.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. The second star from the Ottawa Senators, number 16, Sergei Zoltok. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 39, Travis Green.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to Los Angeles. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Hello again, everyone.
Always a pleasure to work with you, Mike. Let's look at the goaltending matchup for tonight's game. In net, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert. And in the opposite net, starting for Los Angeles, Stéphane Fiset.
We are all set to drop the puck in Los Angeles. Green wins the draw. Big drive! Holger, the pass. Stumple in ahead of the play. Stumple wins the draw. Offside, Anaheim. Anaheim having trouble scoring.
Offense has been a weak spot of this team.
The draw at center ice. Robitaille starts it the other way. The Mighty Ducks with it. That shot's wide.
Oh, almost.
Kicked out by Fiset.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
Big shot. Banks it off the wall to Robitaille. Anaheim back to get it. Holler skates his way through the neutral zone. Gathered in by Duchesne. Cross ice pass. Stumple controls at the point. Finds Huda. Fiset in the corner. Smothered by Fiset. Lost it to Ruchin. Bannister in the corner. The Mighty Ducks with it. Right in front of the net. Bucks in front. Finds Galley on the wing. Score! Murray puts it in on the rebound. The Mighty Ducks now find themselves trailing.
When you leave a rebound like that, your only hope is that one of your defensemen can get to it. He didn't need any of his teammates on that one. He was able to do it himself.
Face off at center ice. Solani at the point. Saved by Fiset. Right side to Stumple. He can't get it. Stood up by Huda.
1 minute remaining.
They score! A blistering shot by Correa. And the game is tied.
Doc, he picked a corner and nailed that one. He found himself in great position after the pass, and he did the rest himself.
Face off in neutral ice. To Murray. He was belted by Leclerc.
That was absolutely brutal.
Doesn't connect. The Kings control at the point. Time running down in the period. Leclerc bringing it ahead. Cutting in. The save.
That was a good chance. They were just unable to convert.
That's the end of the first period. Los Angeles 1, Mighty Ducks 1. We're moments away from the start of the second period.
Still a lot of hockey left in this one.
One back to Berg. He was belted by Solani.
Robitaille absolutely hammered out there.
On the wing. Shot. Solani. Cut off by Stumple. Stood up by Robitaille. Drives one towards the net. Right in front of the net. Cross-ice pass. Right side to Robitaille. The King set up shot. Huda waits behind his own net. Solani skates it up on the wing. Solani fires away. Cutting in. That one out of reach. In the corner. Left side to Correa. Finds Solani. Stumple skates it up on the wing. Doesn't connect. Robitaille! Hey, there to make the stop.
Great chance there.
Solani fires away. Right in front of the net. The score is tied. Finds Stumple. Oh, is he crushed?
Moger. The fella on the wrong end of that body check.
To Robitaille. Stumple bringing it ahead. Score! With the wrist shot. The Mighty Ducks now find themselves trailing.
When you leave the net wide open, this is what happens. He didn't need any of his teammates on that one. He was able to do it himself.
Face off at center ice.
1 minute left in the second period.
We'll have an icing call against Los Angeles. Nordstrom bringing it ahead. Hey, there to make the stop. Bannister skates it up on the wing. Time running down in the period. Anaheim trying to tie it up. Score! Murray with another goal. The Mighty Ducks find themselves trailing by even more.
He overpowered the goaltender with that rocket. That one was just a great individual effort.
Face off at center ice. Blocked.
That was a great defensive play.
That's the end of the second period. Los Angeles 3, the Mighty Ducks 1. We're just about ready for the start of the third period. One back, Solani. In the wing. Along the board. The Kings with it. In the corner. In the corner. Wrist shot. Knifed away by Moger. Breakaway. Save by Pizet. The Kings set up shop. Anaheim back to get it. Solani on a 3-on-2. Gathered in by Solani. Solani! Kicked wide by Pizet. Chance there. Kicked out by Pizet.
It was a good opportunity.
Stumple skates his way through the neutral zone. Robitaille fires away. Holler plays the boards to Solani. Rockets one. Correa pushed off the puck. Robitaille gets shoved. Los Angeles 3, the Mighty Ducks 1. In back of the goal. Kick wide by Pizet.
Right there.
Puck brought along by Robitaille. Kicked out by Hebert.
Stumple misfired on that puck right in front.
3-on-1. Kick wide by Pizet.
1 minute remaining.
Unloads a bullet. Quick shot. Green takes a little shove. Green races back to get it. Time running down in the period. Gathered in by Duchesne. Anaheim back to get it. Holler with it. The Kings do much tonight. Win credited to Pizet. For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Los Angeles Kings, number 15, Joseph Stumple. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Correa. And the first star of the game from the Los Angeles Kings, number 27, Glenn Murray.
Hello, everyone. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Welcome to Anaheim.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. In goal, for Florida, Kirk McLean. And at the other end of the ice, for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're just about ready for the start of tonight's game in Anaheim. The Panthers control the draw. Gagne whistled for being offside. Draw in the neutral zone. One by Green. Gagne and the Panthers are offside. Face off at center ice. Face off one by Gagne. Big drive. Knifed away by Ciccarelli. Play stops as a penalty is called. And Florida goes on the power play.
Haller begging for his teammates to take him off the hook with a great penalty kill.
Anaheim penalty, number 3, Kevin Haller. 2 minutes for charging.
Hey, you were allowed 2 steps. Anything more is a penalty.
Haller will end up in the box for charging.
Teams just haven't been able to crack the short-handed defense for Anaheim.
Face off one by Ruchin. Florida. He scores! A short-handed goal by the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks take the lead.
He got all of it. That one beat the goaltender cleanly. Ruchin got it to Korea, and he buries it.
Anaheim goal, number 9, Paul Correa. The assist to number 20, Steve Ruchin.
Ruchin picks up the assist. Korea with it at the point. Gathered in by Spela. Odd man run. Taps it ahead. Ruchin with it. Korea shooting. Didn't get through. Cross ice pass. Left side to Niedermeyer. Blocked by Hebert.
Oh, great save!
Korea controls at the point. Kicked out by McLean.
Holy jumping! What a save!
Kicked wide by McLean.
Almost.
Florida on the power play. Haller starts it the other way. Wow, what a bone-jarring hit.
He was right in the line of fire.
Gagne with a shot. Haller looking. Hines, Green. Over to Solani. Cross ice pass. Left side to Jovanovski. Kozlov zigzags his way in down the boards. Solani skates his way through the neutral zone.
1 minute left of the first period.
To Gagne. Hines, Kozlov, Haller, the line ahead of the puck. Bringing it ahead. Anaheim would love to have an insurance goal. Leads it along to Gagne. Wow, what a bone-jarring hit. Ouch! That's the end of the first period. Anaheim won, the Panthers 0. We're just about ready for the start of the second period.
Oh, it's still anyone's game. This one could go down to the wire.
Face-off won by Green. Big shot. Gathered in by Green. To Gagne. Solani bringing it ahead. Offside is the signal. Poor offensive numbers being posted by Anaheim.
Offense has been a weak spot of this team.
The draw at center ice. Vela along the board. Sit off the wall. Kartner in the corner will have an icing call against Anaheim. Face off in the right circle. Marha gets shoved. Left side to Busher. Marha bringing it ahead. To Niedermeyer. Circles it. Niedermeyer retrieves it. The Clark takes a little shove. Over to Niedermeyer. Cross-ice pass. Right side to Kozlov. Kozlov at the point. Marha skates his way through the neutral zone. Big blast. Ruchin gets hit hard.
That's what you call physical hockey.
The Mighty Ducks will be assessed a penalty, and the Mighty Ducks will be short-handed.
The Panthers, a chance to close the gap.
Anaheim penalty, number 4, Jamie Pusher. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
That was blatant. There's no way he was going to get away with that one.
Penalty called by the referee. Pusher will head to the box. Face off in neutral ice. Guides it on to Niedermeyer. Cross ice pass. Crushed by Niedermeyer. Ouch! Karpenloff handles the puck. Karpenloff controls at the point. Florida on the power play. Dancing in. Florida back to get it. Puck brought along. Laws. Gathered in by Holland. Loads it out and fires. Link wide to Marshall. Correa leading the rush.
1 minute remaining.
Odd man rush. Luchin races back to get it. Niedermeyer fires a slapper. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Angles it off the board. Wow, what a bone-jarring hit.
If you're not paying attention, you'll pay the price.
That's the end of the second period. Anaheim 1, the Panthers 0. We're just about ready for the start of the third period.
This should be a great finish, Mike.
The Panthers control the draw. Solani along the board. Offside, Anaheim. A good overtime record for Anaheim.
This team really turns it up in overtime.
Draw in the neutral zone. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Kicked wide by McLean.
It was a good chance. They were just unable to convert.
The guy is a little bit testy. The olive branch is way. The number of players on the ice will remain the same here.
Anaheim penalty, number 3, Kevin Haller, 5 minutes for fighting. Florida penalty, number 15, Dave Gagne, 5 minutes for fighting.
These two guys had had just enough of each other and decided it was time to drop the gloves.
5 minutes in the penalty box should cool these guys off. Face off in neutral ice. Anaheim would love to have an insurance goal. Feeds it across. Mellenby skates his way through the neutral zone. To Mellenby. One man back. Hey there. There to make the stop. On the wing. Hammered into the boards.
I hope he still remembers his name after that hit.
Marha looking. Dancing in. Saved by McLean.
It was a good opportunity.
Finds Niedermeyer. Hey there. There to make the stop.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Florida on a 3-on-2. Mellenby with it at the point. Leclerc leading the rush. Walks in front. Kavanowski bites off the check.
That's a rough area in there.
Gathered in by Bannister. Bannister at the point. Bannister behind the net. Over to Ruchin. Guides it on to Washburn.
1 minute remaining.
Finds treble. Torelli takes a little shove. On the wing. Odd man rush. Cut off by Cicerelli. Niedermeyer leading the rush. He's got himself an empty net goal. Green with the big blast. The Panthers find themselves trailing by even more.
He didn't need any of his teammates on that one. He was able to do it himself.
Face off in neutral ice. The horn, the hockey game, it's over. For my partner Darren Pang, this is Mike Emmerich saying so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 20, Steve Ruchin. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Correa. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 39, Travis Green.
Welcome to Anaheim. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Hello again, everyone.
Always a pleasure to work with you, Mike. Let's look at the goaltending matchup for tonight's game. Between the pipes, for Dallas, Ed Belfour. And in the opposite net, starting for Anaheim, Guy Hebert.
We're live in Anaheim. Green wins the draw. Correa fires away. On to Harvey. Cross ice pass. Angles it off the board. Huda zigzags his way in down the board. Dallas with it. Dallas chases it down. Harvey shooting. Anaheim back to get it. Saved by Belfour. The Stars get called for the penalty, and the Mighty Ducks will have the man advantage.
Oh, as a coach, that's the kind of penalty you tell your players not to take.
Dallas penalty, number 26, Yuri Lettinen. 4 minutes for charging.
Getting cheap shotted like that can't feel good.
Lettinen will end up in the box for charging.
The Mighty Ducks on a roll right now. They're doing all the little things that make a power play successful.
Draw one by Carbonneau. Played into the corner. Solani skates it up on the wing. Zubov races back to get it. Anaheim on the power play. Chambers brings it in offside. The Stars control the draw. Marshall in the corner. Taps it ahead. Leclerc bringing it ahead. In the corner. Belfour passes. Anaheim back to get it. Shoots it into the corner. The Stars control at the point. Drives one towards the net. Dallas back to get it. That'll go wide of the cage. Hebert passes. Puck brought along by Sandstrom.
1 minute left in the period.
Into the corner. Less than a minute remaining on the power play. Anaheim enjoying the advantage. 20 seconds left in the period. Hebert in the corner. Finds Sandstrom. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Anaheim 0, the Stars 0. We are set for the start of the second period.
Entertaining game so far, Mike. Both teams still looking for the upper hand.
Verbeek with it. Ruchin zigzags his way in down the boards. Rink wide to Nieuwendyk. Dallas fails to cash in. Right side to Hatcher. Hatcher pass. Whistled for a two-line pass. Not much success in overtime for Dallas.
They've struggled just for 1 point out of their overtime games.
Face off to the left of the net. Green controls at the point. Down by Belfour. Solani with the slap shot. Solani in the corner. Rink wide to Skruvlin. 3-on-2. Big save.
Harvey misfired on that puck right in front.
Right in front of the net. Kicked out by Belfour.
Great chance there.
In the corner. In the corner. Doesn't connect. The Mighty Ducks are offside. Draw in the neutral zone. Draw one by the Mighty Ducks. Nieuwendyk zigzags his way in down the board. Hands it to Bannister. The Mighty Ducks with it. Save by Belfour. McClurk with it at the point. Kicked wide by Belfour.
That was a close call.
Wow, what a bone-jarring hit.
Oh, that was a pretty good takeout.
McClurk leading the rush. Walks in front. Doesn't connect. Bannister races back to get it. Bannister bringing it ahead. Feeds it across.
1 minute left in the period.
Right side to Harvey. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Blocked by Hebert.
He was right there.
Cross ice pass. 20 seconds left in the period. Hatcher retrieves it. Harvey leading the rush. One man back. That'll go wide of the cage. That's the end of the second period. Anaheim 0, the Stars 0. We're just about ready for the start of the third period.
Boy, we could be looking at overtime here, Mike.
Face-off won by Harvey. They connect. Huda not getting up.
This does not bode well for Anaheim. Health is a key factor in any team's success. Oh, that was a bone-crushing hit. That's the type of hit that could give your driver's license a black eye.
Huda skates gingerly back to the bench. Let's hope he's okay. Stars control the draw. Oh, is he hit?
That was absolutely brutal.
Rush by Treble.
Skrudland punished.
Big save. Off the wall to Skrudland. The Stars are offside. Dallas not allowing a lot of goals.
Not too many teams have found a way to solve this defense.
Draw in the neutral zone. One back to Zubov. Nieuwendyk with it at the point. To Marha. Anaheim with it. In the corner.
A game of cat and mouse right now as both teams are trying to feel each other out.
To Leclerc. Slap shot. Anaheim chases it down. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Behind the net. Bannister in the corner. Over to Ruchin. That one out of reach. In the corner. A fight's broken out. Green gave a good pummeling at Tkachuk. This won't change the number of skaters.
Anaheim penalty for 39. Travis Green, 5 minutes for fighting. Dallas penalty, number 24. Richard Matvechuk, 5 minutes for fighting.
These two guys get going, the best thing you can do as a referee is stay the heck out of the way.
That little scrap will cost each of these players 5 minutes. Face off to the left of the net. On the wing. Lehtinen skates his way through the neutral zone. Holler in the corner. Off to Solani. 3-on-2. Brings it off the post.
He missed scoring by just a couple of inches.
Gathered in by Korea. Lehtinen at the point. Lehtinen gets bumped. Bucks in front. Cross ice pass.
1 minute left in the third period.
Lehtinen controls at the point. Harvey not getting up.
They can't afford to have quality players go down with injuries. Initially, it looked just like another hockey player falling in a hockey game, but this one doesn't look good.
Harvey looks like he's in some pain. Face-off won by Nieuwendyk. Denied by Hebert. That one out of reach. Puck brought along by Marha. Saved by Belfort.
That was a good opportunity.
Slap shot. That's the end of the third period. Anaheim, 0, the Stars, 0. Dallas having trouble in overtime. We're ready now for the start of the overtime period. Face-off won by Lynn. Lynn with it at the point. Cross-ice pass. Belfort sets it up. Muni checked in the board.
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Snared by Belfort.
Oh, great save.
Cut off by Lynn. Rink wide to Holler. Feeds it across. Walks in front. Knocked down by Sandstrom. Solani in the corner. That one out of reach. In the corner. Left side to Huda. Solani along the boards. Solani! Sandstrom scores! It's over! The overtime game is over!
Great puck movement by Anaheim. They really put on a clinic on that one.
Anaheim goal, number 17, Tomas Sandstrom. Assist to number 9, Paul Correa. And number 8, Teemu Solani.
Assisted by Correa and Solani.
A terrific effort by Dallas. Unfortunately, they came up a little short tonight.
For my partner Darren Pang, this is Mike Emmerich saying so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Correa. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 17, Tomas Sandstrom. And the first star of the game from the Dallas Stars, number 20, Ed Belfour.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to Anaheim. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Hello again, everyone.
Always a pleasure to work with you, Mike. Let's look at the goaltending matchup for tonight's game. In net for Calgary and Reggett. And at the other end of the ice, starting for Anaheim, Guy Bear.
We are all set to drop the puck in Anaheim. Won by Anaheim. Calgary chases it down. Big drive! Touch pass to Green. Rink wide to Basson. Feeds it across. Pass picked off by Basson. Calgary with it. Correa with it at the point. Kick wide by Reggett.
Tremendous save.
Morris passes on the wing. The Flames set up shot. Guides it on to Solani. Solani along the board. To Basson. Odd man rush. Basson races back to get it. Dancing in. Solani along the boards. He scores! Correa finds the rain. Mighty Ducks take the lead.
Doc, he picked the corner and nailed that one. Solani got it to Correa, and he buries it.
The draw at center ice. Again left, looking. Weimer races back to get it. Puck brought along by Leclerc. Simpson, the corner. Bannister skates it up on the wing. The Flames control at the point. Weimer gets hit hard.
Oh, that was a pretty good takeout.
The Flames are offside. Weimer, a tough year.
Nothing seems to be going his way this year. He is just not on the same page as his teammates.
Face off at center ice. Correa leading the rush. Lengthwise to Bure. To Bassett. Bure and the Flames are offside. Bure not having one of his better years.
He'll really have to pick up his play to reach his normal output.
Face off in neutral ice. Correa retrieves it. Correa skates it up on the wing. Reggett there to make the stop.
1 minute left of the first period.
The Flames looking for the equalizer. Doesn't connect. Holler skates it up on the wing. Dancing in. The period almost over. Along to Castle. Weimer dishes back to get it. Holler not getting up.
This does not bode well for Anaheim. Health is a key factor in any team's success. Boy, that kind of hit will get your attention fast. I know it got the attention of everyone else in the building.
Holler skates gingerly back to the bench. Let's hope he's okay. One back pusher. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim 1, Flames 0. We're moments away from the start of the second period.
Oh, it's still anyone's game. This one could go down to the wire.
Draw one by Anaheim. Morris starts it the other way. Puck brought along, Morris. Hey there, the save. Walks in front. Correa along the board. Correa on a 3-on-2. Gathered in by Allison. They score! Second by Correa. The Mighty Ducks are pulling away.
Superb one-timer by Correa. Green got it to Correa, and he buries it.
Draw in the neutral zone. Marha with it at the point. Blocked by Reggett. Penalty call. And Calgary will go on the power play.
Calgary, oh, they desperately need a goal here. They're trailing in this game.
Anaheim penalty, number 20, Steve Ruchin. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Ruchin into the box for high sticking.
Teams just haven't been able to crack the short-handed defense for Anaheim.
Weimer wins the draw. Basson not having one of his better years.
It's one of those things you can't explain.
Face off in the right circle. To Correa. Correa looking. Reggett there to make the stop.
Boy, he got great wood on that shot.
In the corner, Trinka back to touch it, and we'll have an icing against Calgary. A good overtime record for Anaheim.
This team really turns it up in overtime.
Face off to the right of the net. Correa controls at the point. Rink wide to Stillman. Just out of reach. Nylander! Anaheim chases it down. The mighty Ducks. They score! Correa, a hat trick! And that stretches the lead.
Doc, he picked the corner and nailed that one. The puck comes to Correa, and he knows what to do with it.
Marshall with the assist. The mighty Ducks control at the point. Finds Castles. Puck brought along by Castles. The play is called back for offside. The draw at center ice. Bure advances the puck to Bure. Weimer retrieves it. Kicked out by Hebert.
Oh, great save!
He can't get it. Sends it off the boards to Green. Cross ice pass. Castle and the Flames are offside. Bure put things together this year.
He's been real unselfish and has distributed the puck well to his teammates.
The draw at center ice. Salami races back to get it. Correa! Morris starts it the other way. Calgary behind.
1 minute left in the period.
The mighty Ducks set up shop. Over to Bure. Circles with it. The mighty Ducks control at the point. Green skates it up on the wing. 3-on-2. Treble skates it up on the wing. Hands it to Basson. That's the end of the second period. Anaheim 3, the Flames 0. We're ready now for the start of the third period.
Nothing has gone well for the Flames.
The Flames control the draw. Anaheim back to get it. We'll have an icing call against Calgary. Basson faces off in his own zone. Cross-ice pass. Guides it on to Fleury. Fleury retreats. Over to Huda. Solani controls at the point. Stood up by Morris. Rink wide to Fleury. Feeds it across. Takes a shot. In behind the goal. The Flames set up shot. Right in front of the net. Hey, there to make the stop. Crunch by Basson.
Basson, physical in this game right off the hop.
Sit ahead. The Flames trail. He scores! Solani finds the rain. Mighty Ducks increased their lead.
Solani took the puck and slipped it into the net. Great tape-to-tape passing. Hebert to Treble to Solani, and the puck's in the back of the net.
Anaheim goal, number 8, Teemu Solani, assisted by number 34, Dan Treble, and number 31, E.A. Hebert.
Face off in neutral ice. On the wing. Angles it off the board. The Flames control at the point. Rink wide to Bannister. Marha controls at the point. Reggett, the save.
That was a good opportunity.
Rink wide to Weimer. Man rush. There. The save.
Tremendous save.
Anaheim with it. Right in front of the net. Walks in front. Doesn't connect. 3-on-1. Calgary back to get it.
1 minute remaining.
The Flames trail. Bannister in the corner. On the wing. Ruchin gets bumped. Gathered in by Ruchin. 20 seconds left in the period. Got a scrap. Five-minute majors. They earned them. This won't change the number of skaters.
Anaheim penalty, number 27, Mike Leclerc. 5 minutes for fighting. Calgary penalty, number 27, Todd Simpson. 5 minutes for fighting.
Both decided they wanted to go, and after that, there was no stopping them.
Each player will receive a fighting major. Green leading the rush. Takes a shot. This one is over.
Tremendous effort by Anaheim. Everything went their way.
For my partner Darren Pang, this is Mike Emmerich saying so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Correa. And the first star of the game from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 31, Guy Hebert.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Greetings and welcome to New Jersey. Along with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Almost time for tonight's face-off.
Great to be here, Mike. Let's take a look at the starting goalies for tonight's game. In net, for Anaheim, Guy Bear. And in the opposite net, in goal, for New Jersey, Martin Brodeur.
We are all set to drop the puck in New Jersey. Oli wins the draw. They score! A blistering shot by Correa. The Mighty Ducks are out in front.
Brodeur hung out to dry on that one. Wow, what a great shot by Correa. That one was just a great individual effort.
Anaheim goal, number 9, Paul Correa.
Correa gets credit for the unassisted goal. Rockets one. Cross-ice pass. Guides it on to Elias. Huda fights off the check. The Devils control at the point. Solani starts it the other way. Solani controls at the point. Brodeur gloves it.
Man, he gets a lot on his shot.
Oli at the point. To Solani. The Mighty Ducks set up shop. Solani, a disappointing year.
He's struggling to reach his usual power play production.
Face off to the left of the net. Doesn't connect. Niedermeyer in the corner. Ruchin! Brodeur gloves it.
Oh, great save.
Pusher along the board. Anaheim chases it down. Blocked by Brodeur. He can't get it. Arnott fights off the check. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Bannister in the corner will have an icing call against New Jersey. Bannister, a disappointing year.
It's one of those things you can't explain.
Face off to the left of the net. Dean races back to get it. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Dean starts it the other way. Correa races back to get it. Finds Green. Sends it off the boards to McKay. Two-line pass is called. Green not having one of his better years.
Nothing seems to be going his way this year. He is just not on the same page as his teammates.
Face off in the right circle. Anaheim back to get it.
1 minute remaining.
Rockets one. Gathered in by Bannister. Right in front of the net. Ruchin races back to get it. Kicked out by Brodeur. Sikora bringing it ahead. Hey there to make the stop. That's the end of the first period. Anaheim 1, the Devils 0. We are set for the start of the second period.
Oh, it's still anyone's game. This one could go down to the wire.
Green wins the draw. Elliott bringing it ahead. Over to Holy. Treble leading the rush. In the corner. Rink wide to Green. Elliott bringing it ahead. And the Devils are offside. Face off at center ice. One back to Niedermeyer. Sikora with it. He scores! Arnott finds the range. And it's a tie hockey game.
Now that goal gave these fans something to cheer about. You move the puck like that, you get the defense chasing you and way out of position.
Face off at center ice. Correa gets shoved. Elite tees it up. Cross ice pass. New Jersey won the Mighty Ducks. 1. Solani! Elliott bringing it ahead. Anaheim chases it down. Correa fires away. Oh, is he hit?
Oh, he knocked him into next week.
Can't get it. Oli in the corner. Uda in the corner. Pushes it up. Solani along the board. Off target.
Ooh, chances like that keep the statisticians busy downstairs.
Doesn't connect. Oli leading the rush. Hebert there to make the stop. Taps it ahead. Solani with a shot. Solani not having one of his better years.
Oh, Lady Luck hasn't been on his side. He's not getting any easy points, and that has kept his scoring down.
Face off in the right circle. In the corner, Marha gets bumped. Cross ice pass.
1 minute remaining.
Shot. Finds Bannister. The Mighty Ducks control at the point. Kicked out by Brodeur.
That was a good opportunity.
Sikora on a 3-on-2. Pushes it up. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. New Jersey won. The Mighty Ducks 1. We're just about ready for the start of the third period.
Tight game. This could go either way.
Green wins the draw. Solani fires away. Right in front of the net. That one out of reach. Anaheim chases it down. Circles it. Drives one towards the net. Rink wide to Huda. Breakaway chance. Kicked out by Brodeur to Stevens. Short pass to Holy. Hebert, the save.
That was a good opportunity.
Anaheim with it. Right in front of the net. Covered up by Brodeur. Drives one towards the net. Sikora leading the rush. Pusher along the board. Oh, is he crushed?
If you're not paying attention, you'll pay the price.
Hebert, there to make the stop.
Hebert. Boy, is he looking sharp.
Marha bringing it ahead. In the wing. Left side to Arnick. Sikora zigzags his way in down the board. Big save. Marha leading the rush. Blocked by Brodeur. Marha, a disappointing year.
Those numbers aren't helping his team's power play percentage.
The Mighty Ducks win the draw. Treble looking. Wow, what a bone-jarring hit.
Treble just fell on the wrong end of that body check.
1 minute left in regulation.
Drives one towards the net. Anaheim back to get it. Puck brought along by Solani. Off target. Cross ice pass. Korea slammed into the board.
Korea punished.
The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. New Jersey won the Mighty Ducks. A poor overtime record for New Jersey. We're moments away from the start of the overtime period. Green wins the draw. Gathered in by Solani. Solani gets shoved. Huda skates his way through the neutral zone. Gathered in by McKay. Odd man rush. Off to Treble. Stood up by McKay. Treble looking. Wide to Green. McKay leading the rush. Karams off the boards.
That was a good chance. They were just unable to convert.
The Mighty Ducks with it. Kicked out by Brodeur.
That's a good scoring opportunity. It goes down as a quality chance.
New Jersey back to get it. Crushed by Elliott. Dancing in. Kicked out by Hebert.
Oh, almost.
Here they go. Solani scores! It's over!
One pass, and the puck's in the back of the net.
Anaheim goal, number 8, Teemu Solani, assisted by number 39, Travis Green.
Green picks up the assist.
A terrific effort by New Jersey. Unfortunately, they came up a little short tonight.
For my partner Darren Pang, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 8, Teemu Solani. The second star from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, number 9, Paul Korea. And the first star of the game from the New Jersey Devils, number 25, Jason Arnett.